I saw this the other day, and I thought it was perfect because I knew you were coming on the show, Doug, and I know you're big into the education stuff. And I'm not sure, Jody, if you're, because I think you're in like a specific committee.
Committee,
for that?
yeah, the education
right,
committee.
Okay.
Yep.
So last Monday, New York Times reported that an advisory group for the New York State Education Department is under pressure to fix slumping graduation rates. And what do you think they did? Well, you probably know this. So they would...
and I'm going to give you an exciting spin on it because I have my own take.
Okay,
Yep.
so you know what I'm talking about. Graduation rates at its public schools would propose not improving the education of the students, but... of course, lowering the bar by making the Regents exams, which the state has required since 1876 for a high school diploma, those are now optional. Other options, such as capstone projects, presentations, just basically showing up to school, is a good recommendation. And it says here the recommendation has a fair chance of becoming policy, is an insult to the intelligence of citizens, a betrayal to New York parents and students, and depressing if implicit concession by the state that it is losing hope of educating a new generation of public school kids to the standards of their predecessors. What say you, Doug Smith, about this?
Well, this is going to blow your mind because the take that a lot of people are taking is that we're lowering standards by not requiring. Now, what these are, people that live in New York know these are Regents exams. So it's like a capstone exam at the end. And you have algebra, U.S. history, global history. There's a set of science exams. There's about 10 different tests that exists. But to graduate, you need to pass 4 of them right now. So I'm going to give an interesting take on this because up until 2012, in New York State, schools across New York State, we had a local or general diploma option. But because of race to the top under Barack Obama, they actually eliminated the general high. And I'm sorry, because that's a New York State's interpretation. New York State's adopting these federal standards. They eliminated the option of a general or local high school diploma. And what that meant was that every student was required to get this Regents diploma where you have to, it's more of a college track.
Right.
Now, it's going to blow your mind because my take on this is what had happened before 2012 when this was required. It was more rigorous in the fact that you needed more of these Regents exams. I think you needed a minimum of 5. Now we're down to 4. So in order to pass every student, they actually lowered the bar for the Regents exams because they eliminated the general high school diploma. So I actually would support this because that restores the general diploma. We can stop watering down that that college track. And I got to tell you, I was a former high school math teacher. And what I saw when I was teaching 11th and 12th grade, and I taught for a short time, but I saw students that in 11th and 12th grade had to take a double period math class just to pass a test, just to graduate high school. And in my opinion, they were being robbed of the opportunity to take vocational programs like BOCES type programs. And so I'm actually going to put a spin on it. Now, the thing is, we've lowered the standard right now. So I'm hoping that if that is that general or local high school diploma option that most places around the country still have, if that's restored, I hope that we can restore that college track because it used to, graduating from New York State with a Regents diploma used to mean something.
Right.
Or an advanced Regents diploma. You got to pass more of the exams, take more rigorous coursework. But I'll tell you, I like having a college track and a career track where we can give people and students the opportunity where if they want to in 11th and 12th grade, take 2 years of electrical work or take 2 years of auto mechanics and things like that. And I'll tell you, the New York State is, it's unfortunate they have to go down this route to solve it, but they created this problem, in my opinion.
Right. Now, what about you, Jody? What's your take on this?
My kids went to BOCES when they were in high school, and 2 of them that graduated from Riverhead High School are now starting their own business doing auto body repair, mechanic, and, they are opening up their own garage. So I'm with Doug, vocational. And I tell you, these college kids that are putting themselves out on social media are going to find it hard to get a job anyway because no businesses in New York are going to hire them. So
that lives with you forever, social media.
It's not a bad thing.
Forever.
Yeah. I just asked because, I'm exposed to a lot of teachers. I know a lot of teachers. And, growing up, the Regents exam was a big thing.
It was, yeah.
It was
I guess it used to be. What?
nerve-wracking.
It was nerve-wracking, but it also was a sign of achievement too.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it kind of made you be like, wow, I was able to do that.
Yeah.
And look, just like these other smart kids that I know, I was able to achieve that. So, you know, you have that. I feel like that mental side of, you know, if you are looking to go to college, that this was an important step. But I understand what you're saying in terms of some kids just aren't made for college.
Right.
So why force them to take something that they're not going to be able to use anyway, because they're, like you said, they might go a vocational route and want to work with their hands, and instead of at age 20 having $200,000 of school debt, maybe they've got $100,000 a year job, you know, working with their hands and providing themselves for the future.
So there's a great quote, and I think it's Albert Einstein who said. So I'm sure in the chat somebody will fact check me here, but that said, if you judge a fish on its ability to fly, it'll live its entire life believing it's stupid. So I really believe that, though, to some degree.
I think that was actually Herman Munster that said that, but go ahead.
Was it? Okay, maybe in the chat you can fact check this. I could be wrong, but no, but well, I won't get that attribution wrong again. But the sentiment there, I think, is good. But we really have to restore that. And I remember 10 years ago when I started kind of getting involved in government politics, and I was saying these things, that we need a career track in addition to an education track. Right. And the sentiment was vastly, I will say, against that. The prevailing theory at that time is they said, Doug, these careers are going away. I got to tell you, not only are they going away, they're needed more than ever. If anybody's paid a plumber lately, if anybody's paid an electrician lately, these are great jobs, not just here in New York, but across the country. My dad is a marine mechanic, a boat mechanic, and his industry, again, we live on an island, his industry is really in need of young people that want to take up the mantle and continue this.